Hello, my name is Adam Ferrari, the Chief Executive Officer of Phoenix Energy. I look forward to you joining us at our next investor webinar, where you can drill deeper into our 9 to 13% annual interest rate bond offerings and see how our company has become an emerging leader in the oil and gas industry. Our daily production rates have risen as high as 18,000 barrels.
Soy culpable de un increíble sobreoperar, a veces haciendo hasta 100 operaciones al día.
Dios mío.
Totalmente loco, ¿sí?
Wow. No creo que haya forma humana posible de que puedas entrar en una operación, saber qué pasará después.
Going to happen next, get into a second trade, you just have 100 random trades. And the problem with that is
you want to see what happens when you take 15 unprofitable traders and sit them with one of the best traders in the world. Well, look no further as we take 15 traders and sit them with the one and only Umar Ashraf.
prop firms are essentially quote unquote the future, but the way prop firm business models work is by your fees. That's the reality of a prop firm.
So when you have like such a big loss, how do you approach it?
The job is not to make money. Your job is to get data, get good, get better, and over 2 years and maybe 3 years, when time comes, you'll make the money back. Stay away from options. Yeah. That's someone that's trade options. I'm telling you, just like don't trade options. I'm being honest with you. Yeah, don't trade options. Yeah. Trade options if you're like.
Umar has achieved over $30 million in verified trading profits. And in this episode, he breaks down exactly the mistakes that every single one of these traders are making.
If you're going to continue this way, I'll tell you now, just to stop. Just take the money you're going to burn and split it here with everyone. That's what's going to happen. I'm just being honest. Because the market doesn't care if you're insecure, you're secure, you're whatever. Market doesn't care. Market's literally going to take your money away. We're always going to have our emotions hijack our thinking process, no matter what it is. Like for me to say, oh, we're going to eliminate your emotions means you're not going to be human.
But not only that, he goes through the exact steps and actions that each trader needs to take in order to see profitability and consistency. See the journey from start to finish in this special episode of Words of Wisdom.
So two things. More information in trading doesn't make you a better trader. Less information will always make your life easier. One common mistake that people make, and I used to make this too, is lack of consistency and strategy switching.
Hi, Umar. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So I feel like that's probably one of my biggest flaws in trading, especially because recently I had reviewed all my recent trades, and I remember watching one of your videos. And one of your videos, you displayed bad trading and good trading. Bad trading is where you don't follow your process, you don't follow your risk rules or your plan at all. And good trading is when you do follow these things, and whatever the result is, well, when you do follow it, it's a good and proper process.
Yeah.
I've had this difficulty for a while now, and it feels like I'm very attached to the market, attached to my overall process when I make it. My goal is to be a little bit more detached when I do this process so that I'm not having this level of expectation of it going in my direction or it not going in my direction.
Got it. How long have you been trading for?
About 6 years, but 4 years I've taken it as serious as possible.
Okay, and when you say you've been taking it as serious as possible for 4 years, what do you mean you've been taking it serious?
So my first year was just straight content, learned as much content as possible. Then second year was applying this content.
Okay.
And then third year, I learned about you. I learned the importance of journaling and reflection, and I did not journal for that my last 2 years. Started journaling, started getting proper process, and then my fourth year, I invested in TradeZilla and have had more direct knowledge of what I've actually been doing right or wrong.
Okay. And then what do you feel like you're not consistent with?
So a little bit of my inconsistency is with not following my plan.
Okay, why do you think you're not following your plan?
Because sometimes I feel very intuitive, but it becomes impulsive after, because I attach my levels of emotions to what the market is currently doing or not.
How do you know that's true?
Well, when I reviewed my process, like I mentioned, I realized that a lot of my planning I wasn't following. It was more or less of, I see my edge, let me execute upon it.
Okay, so you would have a plan, and then your executions would be different than that plan.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when you would look at the plan after the market closes or session ends, how was your plan according to what actually happened in the market? So it was a good plan.
It was most of the time it was a good plan.
So the plan was good, your execution was one problem,
Exactly.
okay? And then the second problem is strategy hopping, right?
Yeah,
no?
you can say.
Okay, interesting. So you saw your impulses, you see you're switching up. Now, question, I'm just trying to first gather some data for myself.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Has your size during that process been consistent? Like, does size increase or decrease make you become more impulsive? Like, what's that size look like?
So size is static, but it becomes hard because sometimes, let's just say I break even on the idea, it loses.
Yeah.
And I'm jumping back in again because I think the reaction is still valid.
What are some rules you have when you go into a session? Like, what are like hardcore 4 or 5 rules you must follow?
4 or 5 rules that I must follow is, well, I'll be honest, I can't say that I know my rules as deep as I need to know them.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that's one problem. So there's this thing with trading, right? We're always going to have our emotions hijack our thinking process,
Yes.
no matter what it is. Like, for me to say, oh, we're going to eliminate your emotions means you're not going to be human. Like, that's impossible. So let's get the idea that we're going to remove emotions out of the picture. The idea is to have a proper framework or structure that helps you avoid making rules. Like, for example, there's a law. The law exists that, hey, if you break the law, you get punished. Yeah. What is the law? So now that goes into your rules. So your rules have to be around some of the problems and impulses you're having. So the first thing I'll tell you that's really good is you know what the problem is. You've identified it and you've proven it that this is the problem. My impulses happen and it doesn't allow me to follow my plan. Yes. It doesn't allow me to kind of execute on it. And a lot of people don't even have a good plan. So the fact that you have a good plan, that's already, like, to me, you're on the right track.
Appreciate that.
Okay? Now, in terms of creating rules, that's what